Is he still breathing?
Well, it ends. Not as bad as it could have. Breathe deep and move. The gods are watching me.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
Looks like Lathander, god of the dawning sun.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive? Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude gitьянки. They have the audacity to call that hole a creche, as if it weren't actually a murderous training camp. Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient. What? No, of course not. I was merely... well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition. The Society believes a gitьянки raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. Hogwash, of course. A gitьянки can no more rise above its nature than gnomes can fly. You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help, then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg. Oh, you wonder... Hold on. It looks different to what I expected. Are you sure that's a Gith egg? A rapscallion I can have grudging respect for. A barefaced liar, on the other hand... Such conduct is distasteful. Don't come back without the right egg. What news of our little project? Have you found the egg? Very well, but I'll make note of how much time you waste trawling through baubles. Happy, are we? Very well, then.
wanted the easy path. No one stopped me yet.
This view's almost worth the walk.
Approach the fairy in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Maybe not. Oh, that was tough. This can't have been used in a while.
So that's progress.
Be cautious.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off. Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here. Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks. Some poor little tit who wasn't paying attention. Exactly right. Not all humans can grasp bird ethics. You should be proud. Oh, it's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
While quite vague, drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst. Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles. Deserve a little comeuppance.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
So the gitьянки are kind of cultists. Could be a good thing.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Nothing was telling the truth. Didn't know anything. Path to Moonrise Towers. Absolute. Answering the call. Gathering. Coalescing. Preparing. Orders from the General. Chosen of the Absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more question. Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the gitьянки. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Undead crushed underfoot. The Dawn Lord certainly knows how to make space for new life.
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster. From death, life.
Statues are never a good sign.
The blood of Lathander, spilled in holy battle with Samaster, immortalized here for all to worship.
So they kept blood. That's a gitьянки blade if ever I saw one.
What do you mean, too drunk? It's not possible.
Sentries to arms!
Istik, state your purpose quickly. We are aware, and it is dire. But of late, we've been distracted. Perhaps the news you bring will change Inquisitor Wawargaz's mind. Seek the Inquisitor within. Step lightly, Istik. He's not known for his lenience.
I heard them make... What if they don't find the weapon? Do we even know it? An Istik? But you can't be here. I can't be seen with you. That's your cry.
Quanirel, the Inquisition have more to worry about than who you talk to in the corridors. You think we're scared of your threats? They're nothing compared to the Inquisitor's wrath.
If you want to know more, speak to the Kithrak, but don't tell her we sent you.
We? Don't bring me into it. I know when to keep my mouth shut.
We must scout the crash. The Purifier, the safest, will be in the infirmary.
So I did, and he served his use. Most enthusiastically, I might add. I may even avail myself of his talents again, should he keep his fangs off my flesh.
Blood? Rust? Squall? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this. Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly. On your way, then.
dost thou require as...
Your brain. Shocky! Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. Or for you...
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark? I suppose your inane spewings have distracted enough from my lesson. Go wet the swords. I want them sharp enough to peel a Gake's eyeball just by looking at them. I hope you prove as weak as this should we meet on the battlefield, Istik. You are well on your... Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation!
That was amazing. I've never seen someone talk the Savage down from a rage like that. He's always telling us how we have to be ruthless, that death is the only mercy we deliver. But you showed compassion and kindness. You're just like... Never mind. I speak of Orpheus, the true prince. He's so strong and wise, and he rides a comet. A comet! We're forbidden to talk about him. They say Vlaakith knows if you even think his name. I found his book. Part of it, anyway. I read it all the time. He's unbelievable. What is it? Is this another part of the book? These words. There's so much more to know about him. I can't believe it. Please, let me give you the fragment I have. Thank you, Rastil. Razerai ka tavkin crushed.
You must have questions.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the gitьянки disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Of course. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The gitьянки are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
It smells awful in here. Be wary. This place is trapped. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... Oh. I was not expecting an Istik. What brings you to my hatchery? Almost all of the eggs in his clutch have hatched. We await only one more, which is taking its time. Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance, but I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Kithrak Therazin is of the same opinion. She would see it destroyed and forgotten. I'll give it a while longer. And if it doesn't hatch, it will have proven her right. You? What do you know about gitьянки child rearing? Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? Do you think the Sword Coast is littered with creches? That you found this one was unlikely enough. But you've a spirit about you that's quite inspiring. Perhaps even equal to the challenge. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Thurizen's patience has its limits. Very well. Here. Take these. They will aid your approach to the egg.
Uneven shell. You can see a vague outline of something within it. The egg is warm to the touch, the rough shell like slate beneath your fingers. Whatever is within is stirring ever so slightly.
You must have questions. Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Though it must be said, you are an uncommonly adequate member of your species. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then. Brimming with magic. Take it.
Time to press ahead.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking? You must be desperate to seek my aid. Tell me, how long have you been infected? Fascinating. So you're conscious of your infection, but showing no signs of cerebral impairment. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Zaithisk. I will ensure you're cured. Your gratitude is unnecessary. The procedure brings its own rewards. Even Gitьянки rarely experiences Zaithisk. You are very lucky, Illek.
The device is strange, made of taut flesh and pockmarked metal. It waits for something. You feel your parasite stir.
Do not fear. My experience in operating this machine is unparalleled. There is nothing on any plane stronger than a Zaithisk for curing unwanted afflictions.
Your body grows cold, its warmth sapped by the cold metal seat. The machine awakens.
You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk will do the rest.
Layers of magic weave themselves tightly around your head. The tadpole squirms and contracts. It's trying to hide. You realize the device is hunting your parasite, but it's doing so blindly. Without direction, your faculties could be permanently damaged. Your skull groans and bends under the pressure. Then, agony. Through waves of torment, you search for the parasite's lurking presence. The device searches too. You sense its hunger, its craving. It wants the tadpole, but maybe something more.
That's it. Ignore the pain. Think of the tadpole. Think of it purged.
The parasite burrows deeper, sinking its teeth into your brain's exposed tissue. It sucks greedily. You feel yourself ebbing away, while the parasite only grows stronger. It's evolving.
That's it. You're almost there. The Zaithisk never fails.
The device yearns for the creature, for every part of you tainted by its presence. You will be consumed. The tadpole quivers. A different magic is building within it. This one is ancient. Rotten.
No. No more!
Finally, the device makes contact. You feel your spirit unraveling, drawn from you in sinewy threads. Your body is a leaden husk, abandoned as you drift along the threads into the darkness. Death awaits.
Enough!
room swims back into focus. Your mind is intact, yet unfamiliar. Inside it, the tadpole lives on, and you feel different.
No! No! The Zaithisk! What have you done? My life's work gone, and yet you live, and so does your parasite.
Her voice cuts with a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
Really? Then all this destruction was a symptom of its power? Incredible. I am disappointed that we could not extract it alive. It would have been an exceptional specimen. In any case, your problem is resolved. Leave me. I must salvage what I can.
Incredible. Your parasite is even stronger now.
Slow down.
You must have questions. Skvar! The Zaithisk. It might have killed you. I felt your torment. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend. There must be a Sharlak in this crash. A traitor. The sort that is hunted, slaughtered, and erased from our histories. Few would dare dishonor their queen. Fewer still would be so brazen. Now hurry. We must go to the Charai and inform him of the Zaithisk's tampering.
Yourself is so important.
Feel free to suggest it. I'm sure she'll appreciate your input.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Public forum.
Interesting times.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
Don't tell her anything.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse? Vague allegations and undue demands. A poor introduction for an unproven Istik. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zala Vlaakith. Give it to me!
No, no!
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot? You are forbidden to leave. Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death. The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
All this fear of an Inquisitor. It better be worth it.
Esteemed guest, please approach. We have much to discuss.
How much farther can I go?
Interesting. My Ardents reported that an Istik survived the crashed Geik slave vessel. You have accomplished much since. I'm pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Some of your species say knowledge is power. They are wrong. Knowledge is everything. We took an interest in you when you became involved with this absolute cult. A pestilence of infected slaves, the first symptom of the Grand Design in action. But you are lucky. That weapon you carry is the solution. I have heard it from Queen Vlaakith herself. Hand it over. That is a secret known only to Queen Vlaakith. Its significance is beyond both of our stations. So, the weapon. Please.
Don't give it to him. No.
So, it is found.
Vlaakith Gorg Shkathzai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel. You bear that which is ours. But are you friend Or are you thief? And you just happen to stumble on the astral prism. At least you brought it back. It is a start. We will test you to assess whether you deserve reward or punishment. The astral prism. It is corrupted.
I shall cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
Silence, Wargas. There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the astral prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prism is compromised. Find the one inside and kill them. Be aware. They are not alone, and they will appeal to your trust. They are not to be believed. You must accept, refuse, and know my fury. You are being lied to! I will be obeyed! Use the Planecaster's power to enter the prison. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must.
An Istik. A crusader for my queen. Unimaginable. You are blessed, Istik. Do not fail her.
Don't do it!
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. A timeless space, bounded, compressed in a fold. A pocket of astral plane.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us. I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the gitьянки, but you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now, you've come here to murder me. I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning. I already told you I protect you, that I saved you, that I'm just like you. If this was not enough to convince you, what more is there to say? It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious, to make no mention of your gitьянки companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about. Vlaakith is lying to the gitьянки. They believe she knows how their beloved mother Gith defeated the Mind Flayer Empire. But she does not. If the Illithids would ever rise to power again, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you. A logical question, but you're not ready for the answer. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. Be warned, the Inquisitor awaits your return from this place with orders to kill you. No doubt the rest of the Kresh will join him. Good luck.
My queen spoke to me. You have failed. Your death has been decreed. Impossible, I assure you. Since my queen does not lie, I must assume you do. To your death, then.
Inquisitor. He will lead us to the cleansing Sathisk.
A 100,000 daggers pierce your brain as Lae'zel's anger rises.
Its lies ring so loudly, I hear them screeching from your head to mine. There is no secret. There is no plot. Tell me you don't trust it. Tell me you reject this abomination inside.
Silence follows, as loud as thunder, as heavy as lead.
I will prove to the Undying Regent that my faith is steadier than even the throne of skulls that she sits upon. I will endure this test, and she will reward me. Then you will understand. You will see truth. I won't let my faith, my life, come to nothing.
Keep an eye on this one. Her allegiance to her people may be stronger than her allegiance to us.
Your skull buzzes as the events of Yaсли Illek flow from your mind into Lae'zel's.
No, it can't be. All I have given you, my might, my trust, and you left me here to idle, for you to deny my venerated queen. I have wielded Vlaakit's fury as a blade, roared her wrath as a dragon, and you have rendered it all for naught. Now I will be branded as Sharlak, traitor, because you failed Vlaakith. My own people will hunt me. Had I been there, the Queen would have known my faith. I would have seen her bidding done. It would have made every difference. Silence! I must think.
Death won't take me yet. This calls for careful footwork.
That kobold reeks of spirits. Fire could be explosive.
Another day, another fight. Light on my feet.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon. Over there. Is someone crying?
Don't want to draw any attention.
Prime spot for an ambush. There she goes. Better be careful with the spells set them off.
Time for some bloody work.
long-lasting one at that.
Is that blood? No, never mind. I've got a long road ahead.
Survival is all that matters. It's screeching for help.
Let's go.
Feathers bloody everywhere, mate! Feels good to be home in my nest. I wish there was something I could give you in return. Oh, tell you what, when I escaped the eagles, I spotted something buried near that ferry dock. Might be worth a look.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. Looks to be a powerful weapon. I wonder if it was used on the gitьянки nearby.
My first tour of a gitьянки creche. Memorable, to be certain, but the service left something to be desired.
Walking freely out of a gitьянки creche. A miracle if ever I've seen one. And trust me, I've seen quite a few.
The sooner we get out of this Gith Warren, the better.
My friend! How do you fare?
Looks like we're done here. Pity. This place has been a wild ride.
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. I suppose not many can boast that they've been to a gitьянки creche and survived. Perhaps that's a good omen for our chances going forward, if you're feeling optimistic. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Always good when I'm with you.
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
An unhatched gitьянки egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
Tila Vlaakith. Has our queen sent a knight to slay me with his own blade?
Such informality, child. Does Jastil Kithrak not command your respect?
Your blade speaks for you, Kithrak. You've come for blood.
Child of Gith, I've not come to kill you. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. I know you carry the astral prism, Laëzel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Laëzel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Jastil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Laëzel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Laezell, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Laezell.
Vlaakith Karsivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. Ascension is a young gitьянki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every gitьянки is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of gitьянки freedom. And I believe he may be right. Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Chares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.